So if you're saying you want an M4, change it and say you want a McLaren, or you want a G-Wagon, or you want an Aventador. But when you can see is that, okay, cool, when you put out our Fibonacci retracement tool for indices, this is what we can anticipate for this guy, for him to drop a little bit much deeper and then push all the way to the top, because we already respected a zone on the... Welcome back to another YouTube video of FlFX, where we make trading very simple. Now it's another week, it's another dollar. If you're new here, please make sure to click the subscribe button. I post content like this every single Sunday. Now guys, I hear a lot of you guys have been saying that I should extend the special till month end and not the 25th. So I got you guys. For the guys who don't know, I am running a mentorship special for this month. This is the poster. Click the link in the description if you are interested. But nonetheless guys, let's get into the breakdown. Alright. So this is Nasdaq on the 1 month time frame. So I've been looking at this guy for a minute, and we can see he's on an uptrend. Clear cut finish all the way to the top. So what I am anticipating is that this guy will carry on his trend, right? But now I was considering and contemplating that this guy will drop a bit lower. But looking at it from this perspective, especially when we pull out the Fibonacci retracement tool for indices, this one over here, as you can see, it's already highlighting the zone that Nasdaq usually drops to, guys. So the guys who are interested in getting this one, there it is. Let me just show you guys this the coordinates for this guy. So these are the coordinates I do have for the indice Fibonacci retracement tool. You can pause the video, take a screenshot and apply them, because a lot of you guys have been asking me, right? So now what we can see is that, okay, cool, bingo bango, this guy's respected this zone over here. So we can anticipate that we want to climb all the way to the top, pushing price there, right? So now when we go over to like the daily time frame, bingo bang, on the daily time frame, what we can see, we've dropped deep into the zone over here, price pushed all the way to the top. When you come over to the 4-hour time frame, bingo bango, we can see that, okay, cool, price is pushed all the way to the top, further leaving a nice fair value gap, right? Okay, cool, we'll remove all of this because we understand we're at a very good zone to be taking any buy setups, right? We can see that price did change character over here, right? Bingo bango. The only thing that's quite different about the 4-hour time frame, it's showing us bullish market structure. The monthly time frame is showing us bullish market structure, weekly, daily showing us bullish, but the 4-hour time frame is showing us bearish. So that's the only thing that I'm not really happy about. But when you can see is that, okay, cool, when you put out our Fibonacci retracement tool for indices, this is what we can anticipate for this guy, for him to drop a little bit much deeper and then push all the way to the top, because we already respected a zone on the higher time frame. But with Nasdaq, it's just a make sure like it's a patience game. We really have to wait. I think NFP will be a very good time to see how far or where does Nasdaq want to push. Let's go over to the next pair. Alright, so this is gold on the daily time frame, right? This guy has been climbing all the way to the top, and it only makes sense mainly because of the pressure, fundamentally the trade wars going on between China and the USA, right? So now I still am anticipating that this guy will climb all the way to the top, right? But one thing about me, I really want to buy gold as soon as it gives you like a discounted area. This zone over here is a very good one, right? As soon as gold gets to this point, I'll be interested. But this is why I use the Fibonacci retracement tool. It just shows you that, hey, this is the point where you're supposed to be taking setups, right? Over here, bingo bang, or take profit all the way to the top, making sure that price does its thing, right? So with gold, it's just more so a patience thing. It would make sense for you to look for buy setups, honestly speaking, but for me, I just understand that price usually drops all the way to the downside. Like for example, check the last bull run, right? The last bull run, price literally came to this point over here, right? Just fixing it really nicely over here. This is where gold retraced to, right? And my prediction is, why not the same thing happening over here? Hence why we need to wait for proper price action and let this guy come to us. Let price come to you so we can take those setups all the way to the top. But with the way gold is moving, I'm genuinely interested to see if it's gonna keep on selling all the way to the downside or just keep on buying. But I guess we'll see as the week goes on. Now let's move over to the next pair. Alright, so this is the euro dollar on the 1 month time frame, So with the dollar, I am anticipating for it to climb a little bit more all the way to the top, right? So this is a little bit more ambitious, guys. It's like, imagine the dollar actually crashes so much that the euro just gains so much strength and then eventually sells off as time goes on, right? So we'll see how it does move, but with that perception that, okay, cool, we're planning on riding the trend all the way to the top, especially with the euro dollar. When we go over to the daily time frame, things make so much more sense, right? Check this out. On the daily time frame, right, what we can see is that price has pushed all the way to the top, and even what further breaking structure over here, right? So everything's looking good for buy setups. We come in with our Fibonacci retracement tool from bottom to top. And remember guys, all of this that I'm showing you, I teach it in the mentorship. Literally the same way where you want to understand how things work, specifically where to put your Fibonacci, how to use it, when to use it, when not to use it, when you need to adapt your strategy, right? And this is what we're waiting for price to sink all the way to the downside to fill out this fair value gap and then start climbing all the way to the top relatively to that take profit or this area that we're looking at on the higher time frame. So we'll see how the dollar does perform, especially with these trade wars. But my prediction is that it is gonna plummet just a little bit more before we see some sort of buys. But for now, let's move over to the next page. All right. So this is USD JPY on the daily time frame, right? So with UJ, it's quite different, mainly because I'm anticipating that the dollar is gonna drop, right? But now I'm really interested to see how USD JPY is gonna react because it's the dollar against the yen, right? Basically, these two wars are in a trade war. These countries are basically in a trade war, right? So my anticipation is that maybe it's gonna drop a little bit, and then once this is broken, I'm interested to see if price is gonna displace so we can catch more buys all the way to the top, or it's gonna keep on going lower and lower. So I think USD JPY, guys, is a very good one to be watching over as a trader, especially now. In terms of entry, it's really tricky, especially right now. We just have to wait for market to really do its thing, right? And then in terms of trading advice and psychology, guys, today's one is more so about like, don't get too comfortable or don't get too complacent, right? And your dreams and your visions are on the other side of the uncomfortability of the markets, you blowing accounts, you risking this, you losing money, you know. And what I basically want to say is that, like, with all the traders watching my videos, right, all of you guys are indifferent. Some of you guys just started trading, some of you guys have been trading for 6 years, some of you guys have been trading for 2 years. Like, there's certain processes that every single trader goes through that are very similar. And what I can advise is comfortability is not a very good thing, right? Yeah, that 1 week you could have made 2K, 3K, and I'm not saying rush and make more money, but understand that comfortability is only going to set you back. That set goals that are that make you work harder than you really want. So if you say you want an M4, change it and say you want a McLaren, or you want a G-Wagon, or you want an Aventador. You get it? I mean, you aim for more, so you're gonna do more. And certain things are very achievable, especially when you aim higher. And that's the name of the game, guys. But I hope you enjoyed the session. It's a pretty short one. There's really nothing much happening in the market. So thank you for watching till this far. Let's keep the consistency, guys. I appreciate everybody who's subscribing to the channel. And I see the comments that you guys are giving me in terms of like what videos should make. And trust me, they are noted and I will make the videos. But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.